Hello everyone, and welcome to my Days of Our Lives official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Harris informed Rafe and Jada at the Salem police station that he had previously visited Clyde at Statesville. Harris disclosed that Lucas had been beaten by Clyde. When Harris got a call, he moved aside. Rafe later disclosed that he had discovered that Jada had obtained Teresa's credit card records. Jada acknowledged discovering Teresa unconscious following a cocaine relapse. Jada stated that she had wished to conceal the specifics. "I understand," Rafe answered. When Harris came back, he explained that Lucas was being relocated for his protection. Since there was still a possibility that there might be a corrupt police officer on the department, everyone felt that Harris should not disclose Lucas' new address. Rachel wasn't as happy to meet Brady in Horton Town Square, but Brady was ecstatic to see her. Brady insisted that Kristen explained to him why Rachel was becoming cold toward him when she went to get candy nearby. Kristen was accused by Brady of betraying Rachel. Brady wasn't persuaded, despite Kristen's denials. Kristen inquired about Teresa and expressed sympathy for Brady's predicament with Tate. After Tate's experience, Kristen found out that Teresa had relapsed. Brady accused Kristen of jealousy after acknowledging that he and Teresa had been spending more time together. Brady vowed to never reconcile with Teresa again. "A lot like me and you. Over, forever," Brady declared. In order to protect Rachel and the love she said she and Brady once had, Kristen urged Brady to forgive her. "I still have love in my heart for Brady," Kristen remarked, her voice shaking. "I hope Kristen and Brady can start trying to see the best in each other," Kristen remarked when Rachel got back. Brady concurred that it was a feasible objective. Alex begged Teresa not to leave town while they were at their flat. They had intercourse, kissed, and used sexual innuendo in their speech. Teresa later consented to remain in Salem. Alex thanked Teresa for always being honest with him, but she felt conflicted when he indicated he was falling for her. When Sloane discovered that Eric was meeting Leo for a picture session in their apartment, she became irritated. Sloane made up an excuse to stay for the photo shoot when Leo showed up a few moments later. Leo and Sloane were still threatening each other over Sloane's secrets when Eric left the room. Sloane barged out. Leo was about to depart after wrapping off the shoot with Eric when Sloane sent him a menacing text. Eric wished Leo well with the Lady Whistleblower column at the same time. "This is Salem." Before examining Jude's crib, Leo remarked, "There's always a scandal waiting to be exposed." He concluded by saying, "And sometimes, it's right under our noses," before heading off. Following their consultation with the physician, Paulina, Abe, and Chanel went back to the waiting room to await the filling of Paulina's prescription for pain medication. "You didn't seem to like Dr. Siegel, I could tell," Chanel said. "Perhaps we could try to get you a second opinion and another endocrinologist." Paulina groaned and said the outcome was obvious. "I accept Dr. Siegel's lack of affection." Paulina stated that her primary responsibility is to provide the finest care possible and to be truthful with her patients. Abe mumbled, "She could have been a bit more compassionate." Paulina emphasized that she wanted to focus on her recovery. "I essentially anticipated receiving this diagnosis. And I'm prepared to do whatever it takes to get treated because I've been reading a lot about the many kinds of cancer and all the incredible, cutting-edge treatments," Paulina stated. "And we are ready to do whatever we have to do to help you through this," Abe responded. Paulina acknowledged that receiving a cancer diagnosis had made her anxious. "But now that I know that it is cancer, well, strangely enough, I'm actually feeling stronger and hopeful," said Paulina. Paulina, who was crying, expressed her relief at having her husband and daughter by her side. Abe put his hands in Paulina's. "We're going through this together, sweetie. Like a family," Abe remarked. Whispering, "I am so proud of you, Mama," Chanel gave Paulina a hug. Paulina asked Abe whether he had talked to Nicole while Chanel went to check on the medication. "I gave her our love when she was getting on the plane," Abe affirmed. "I'm sending up prayers for Holly." Paulina added, "I'm also praying for her mother." Chanel called Johnny and left him a voicemail regarding Paulina's diagnosis while she waited for an update at the nurse's station. I really need you, Johnny, Chanel remarked. Sarah asked Chanel if she was all right as she hung up the phone. Chanel informed Sarah that Paulina had thyroid cancer, as proven by her biopsy. I'm so sorry, Sarah acknowledged. Mama, she's displaying incredible bravery. I'm just incredibly afraid, Chanel said. Sarah inquired as to whether she might be of any assistance. Sarah was urged by Chanel to speak with Paulina and reassure her. Sarah took Paulina, Abe, and Chanel to a private waiting area to talk about Paulina's case after going over her patient file. Dr. Siegel is known for her medical skills, not so much her interpersonal ones, Sarah stated. Paulina nodded, expressing her appreciation for Dr. Siegel's straightforward explanation. I just wanted to let you know that Dr. Evans or any other psychiatrist in this hospital will be more than happy to help you through this, Sarah responded. Paulina promised to remember that. Sarah nodded, adding that she was aware that any cancer diagnosis, no matter how serious, was distressing. Paulina said she had been reading up on her type of illness. Just make sure the websites you're checking are reputable, Sarah said. I have been careful about that, Paulina reassured Sarah. Paulina would require a thyroidectomy, Sarah confirmed. You can live a very full, long life without a thyroid, as long as you take the medication to replace the hormones that your body is no longer producing, Sarah said. Paulina acknowledged that she was relieved that there was still hope for her cancer. And there may be some unforeseen complications, but other than that, it is a pretty straightforward procedure, Sarah stated. Paulina inquired about the difficulties. Sarah clarified that Paulina's symptoms were typical and that the cancer had not progressed to any of her lymph nodes. I want to get the surgery scheduled as quickly as possible, stated Paulina. Paulina would only need to stay in the hospital for a day or two, and Sarah verified that she could arrange the operation for that week. Once you've healed from surgery, your doctor will decide if you need any additional treatment, Sarah explained. Paulina gave a nod. What is the survival rate for thyroid cancer? Paulina inquired. According to Sarah, this particular form of cancer is highly treatable and curable. I believe the 5-year survival rate is over 90%, Sarah stated. Paulina grinned. Paulina exclaimed, I like those odds. Paulina asked if Sarah would be her doctor when Sarah asked if she had any further questions. Although she was flattered, Sarah pointed out that Paulina would be better suited with an endocrinologist. During treatment, Sarah informed Paulina that she was available to help if required. Abe asked Paulina if she felt better when Sarah went back to work. Having two of the greatest individuals I know on my side makes me a very fortunate woman. Because, don't we have this? Paulina spoke. Abe laughed and remarked, we've got this. Paulina gave Abe and Chanel hugs. Paulina let her panic show, her face hidden from her loved ones.